section will open views on peaks of basalt formations where the Spokane tribe first settled. Spokane Indians used basalt to carve and as a canvas for paintings. The Bowl and Pitcher offers great opportunities for hiking, cycling, picnicking, and much more. Because the trail is so close to town, enjoying it is not necessarily limited to weekends. Iller Creek is a scenic 5-mile loop that runs through lush forest and over a ridge with marvelous views of the Washington Palouse and the Selkirks. In the middle of the trail, hikers reach Rocks of Sharon, one of the most popular rock climbing destinations around. Big Rock is the largest of the granite formations that make up the Rocks of Sharon. More specifically, Rocks of Sharon are clusters of stone outcroppings that shoot up in the Palouse Hills. Geologists believe that volcanic magma from the Earth's hot mantle pushed upward into the fractures of the bedrock around 70 million years ago. It cooled to form the erosion-resistant stone outcroppings of this area. These trails treat hikers to panoramic views and large climbable plutonic granite formations. Rocks of Sharon is an 8-mile loop trail primarily used for trail running. This trail is available from March through October. A hike to the top of the mountain rewards you with beautiful views of the Palouse. Hikers may also take the trail that loops right, aiming you towards a ridge that opens up to even more views of the Spokane Valley. This path then descends to the Iller Creek Trail that will take you back to the Rocks of Sharon from the opposite side. This trail is also close to town, but tends to be not as crowded. Hikers should be ready to encounter moose, deer, elk, and porcupine throughout the hike. This trail is considered to be a rock climber's paradise, as well as offering hiking and wildlife watching. Iller Creek and Rocks of Sharon are two of the best hikes in the Spokane area, and also a great place to snowshoe in the winter. Steptoe Butte State Park is a 150-acre park and a 3,612-foot tall, beautiful natural monument, famous for its panoramic views of the surrounding farmlands of a very picturesque Palouse region. Wheat and canola are the most common crops here. Steptoe Butte is a 1,000-foot-high quartzite island, total elevation of which is 3,612 feet, rising above the farmlands of the Palouse and offering gorgeous views of this beautiful silty soil. It was formed a long time ago during the Ice Age and was blown from the glacial outwash plains. No doubt hikers will enjoy this breathtaking panorama of green and yellow hills, blue sky, and small towns. The Palouse is a magnificent region of rolling hills and one of the richest agricultural areas in the country, as well as one of the biggest wheat and lentil growing areas in the entire world. Kamiak Butte is a wonderful and unique ecosystem island. It is, like its neighbor Steptoe Butte, a quartzite formation which is made up of older rock that has been surrounded by younger layers of basalt flows. The butte is around 1,000 feet higher than the surrounding fields and has a total elevation above sea level of 3,641 feet. The hike up to the summit of Kamiak Butte will seem very strange because of the lush forest, unusual for the Palouse region. This microclimate is created thanks to the steepness of the ridge, providing shade and lower temperatures perfect for vegetation. The most beautiful bird's-eye panorama opens from the top of the butte: rich farmlands, turbine towers, and colorful hills. Palouse Falls State Park is a 105-acre day-use park with numerous recreational opportunities, but the jewel of the park is a well-known Palouse Falls. The water falls from the height of 198 feet into a bowl carved out of the black rock. This view takes your breath away. In order to see the waterfall in its beauty, you need to hike to the top of the basalt plateau. Spring and summer are considered to be the best seasons for visiting Palouse Falls because it's the time when the waterfall increases the strength and attraction. Originally, Palouse Falls had the name Aput Aput, which means falling water, but it was renamed in honor of the Palouse Indian culture. The Palouse legend says that at one time, the river Palouse ran smoothly and flowed into the Snake River, but 4 giant brothers were trying to kill a mythic big beaver. They speared the beaver 5 times, but every time he was speared, he damaged the canyon walls and made the river to bend. The last time when the creature was speared, he tore out a big part of the cliff and made the river to fall. Even now, people say they see the marks of Big Beaver's claws on the canyon walls. Standing in the wildest part of Washington's South Cascades Range, Mount Adams is the second tallest mountain in the state. The western slopes are famous for the beautiful Mount Adams Wilderness Area, a popular destination for hikers, climbers, and campers. The trail that runs through the wilderness area offers breathtaking views of Mount Adams and all its glaciers, spectacular lakes and streams, and alpine meadows full of wild flowers that grow among lava flows and rim rocks. Mount Adams is created out of several lava cones from different eruptive periods. The latest known lava flows are called the Muddy Fork lavas, dating back 3,000 years. The oldest eruption was around 250,000 years ago. The Taklak Loop Trail is a short trail without any barriers that goes along Taklak Lake. The trail is wide, well-graded, and encircles the magnificent, scenic, and popular lake, offering even more opportunities to enjoy views of Mount Adams. This trail runs close to the lake, taking hikers through beautiful meadows rich with wildflowers to the Tak-Tak lava flow from Mount Adams. This 10-mile lava flow is the youngest that surrounds the mountain and is around 3,000 years old. If you look up, you'll see massive piles of broken floatstones rising 120 feet over the ground. The Taklak Lake Loop Trail is a great way to enjoy an up-close look at the volcanic history of this area. The San Juan Islands are a collection of beautiful forested islands located in the north waters of the Puget Sound. Archaeologists say the sequence of rocks in the San Juan Islands is similar to those found east of the mountains, as all the islands are covered with volcanic rock. There are around 700 islands and reefs that can be found between the mainland and Vancouver Island. The sea border is the Haro Strait, which divides the islands into the Canadian Southern Gulf Islands and the American San Juan Islands. The islands are mainly rural, though there aren't many towns and residents here, but the number of people in this region increases during the summer when tourists flock here to enjoy the stunning scenery and wonderful recreational opportunities. There are 176 various size islands in the San Juans. The largest are served by ferries from the Washington mainland and each other. The other small islands are not accessible by public ferry, only with a private boat or float plane. However, some of the smaller islands are private property. Deception Pass Headlands Trail is a picturesque path that runs along Deception Pass State Park, offering marvelous views from the rugged cliffs, stunning views of sand dunes, green forest, and blue waters of the lakes. Deception Pass State Park is an amazing 4,134-acre park that offers 77,000 feet of saltwater beach and almost 34,000 feet of freshwater shoreline for exploration. Old-growth trees, sand dunes, different kinds of birds and animals, all of these can be found in the park. The best way to explore the park is to go hiking. The Headlands Trail is one of the most popular paths. It takes visitors through the park along its beautiful acreage. The hike starts at the CCC Interpretive Center and leads you to Rosario Head and back. In order to thoroughly enjoy the headlands, choose the Bowman Bay Rosario Beach Trail, which allows you to enjoy spectacular views of the Olympic Mountains and surrounding lake. If you go west, the path will take you through the forest, revealing great views of Bowman Bay. Shark Reef is located on the southwest side of Lopez Island. This beautiful and easy hike takes visitors through the peaceful forest to the rocky cliffs and treats you to stunning views of San Juan Channel. Shark Reef Sanctuary was once a military site, but it has been transformed into one of the most scenic hiking areas. Hikers get to enjoy Mount Finlayson across the channel, as well as the highest mountain on the island, Dallas Mountain. If you look south, you'll surely enjoy the snow-capped Olympics. Straight ahead are jagged reefs, offshore rocks, and Dead Man Island. Spencer Spit State Park is a delightful 138-acre marine park located on Lopez Island in the Strait of Juan de Fuca. This place is famous among tourists and is a popular place for crabbing, car-top boating, and clamming. The park got its name thanks to the sand in the lagoon. Native Americans used this perfect place for fishing, crabbing, and clamming. Spencer Spit is a gorgeous and stunning beach full of pebbles and sand that can be hiked year-round. Low tide time is a great opportunity for exploring the marine life. Spencer Spit is the perfect place. When you come here, it's easy to lose the sense of time because time stops here. Orcas Island is the largest of the San Juan Islands. There are numerous opportunities to observe orca whales from the long shoreline of Orcas Island and the inland waters of Puget Sound. Enjoy orca whale or killer whale nature tours. The marine inland waters of Washington State are home to around 300 orcas. 3 pods, known as the southern residents, are typically here from mid-April to early October, but the best chance to see them is from late May through September. Take a whale watching tour and you'll not only see orca whales, but other species of whales, gray, minke, and humpback whales, not to mention seals, porpoises, sea lions, otters, bald eagles, and numerous seabirds, such as great blue herons, rhino auklets, surf scotters, and puffins. Friday Harbor is perfect for scenic drives, hiking, and biking. You'll pass numerous green fields, rugged beaches, and well-maintained hiking trails in the forest, as well as along the shoreline. Wildlife here is abundant. Keep your eyes open for fox, soaring eagles, and other coastal birds, herds of deer, marine animals such as sea lions and seals. The abundance of nature here is almost indescribable. Perfect views of Mount Rainier, Canada's Vancouver Island, the Olympic Peninsula, the Olympic Mountains, and so much more. Cattle Point is one of the most popular places on southern San Juan Island. Its history started in 1853, when the Hudson's Bay Company established the Bellevue Farm on the island. Cattle Point Lighthouse was built in 1935, but a special lantern that navigated the way has been working here since 1888. Though the lighthouse is closed to the public, the views it offers are worth the trip. Limekiln Point is a very nice 36-acre park located in the western part of San Juan Island. This island is very popular among tourists because it is considered to be one of the best places in the world for whale watching. The lighthouse located in the park is a center for ongoing orca research, but it's open for tourists and tours during the summer. It was built in 1919 and still serves as a navigational beacon for ships in the Haro Strait. A very nice path runs along the rocky shoreline and offers great views, taking hikers from the Karen Monroe Outlook all the way back to the lighthouse. Mount Finlayson Trail is a wonderful and easy route that takes hikers around Mount Finlayson on the San Juan Island. The path runs through lush green forests, passing lagoons, and offers stunning views of the Olympic Mountains, Mount Baker, and the Cascades. Mount Finlayson is more of a hill than a mountain, and it rises along the southern shore of San Juan Island. The loop also gives the opportunity to explore the wooded side of the mountain, the northern side, and the southern side, open prairie. The summit of Mount Finlayson gives the opportunity to enjoy and marvel at the beauty of the coastline that stretches below, and enjoy the hovering eagles, sandpipers, and hawks. Tulip Festival in the Skagit Valley of Washington State is one of the most beautiful, spectacular, and magnificent floral displays in the country. More than 1 million people come here to enjoy and explore over 300 acres of colorful flowers annually. April is the month when the festival is held. Usually, tulips start to bloom in the beginning of April, and the second week of April is the time for the fields to be in full bloom. The Skagit Valley is often called Little Holland because Skagit tulips grow in similar conditions as Holland tulips, similar soil, latitude, and altitude, as well as similar marine influence. Tulip Town and Rosengard are the two main farms where thousands of tulips are grown. Tulip Town offers acres of colorful tulips, over 60 varieties that brighten the fields. This farm is very kid-friendly, with numerous activities for kids such as kite flying, trolley rides, and more. Bulb Company is the second largest tulip growing company, famous for its ornamental garden Rosengard, with 750,000 tulips of 100 varieties. Rosengard offers wonderful views not only of the blooming tulips, but also of snow-capped Mount Baker that sets a perfect background for the blooming fields. William Rosen emigrated from the Netherlands in 1947 and started his family bulb company here. His company began as a bulb farm on 5 acres of land, with his office in the garage along with all the tractors and farm equipment. But this small business has become the largest in the United States and is still owned by the Rosen family. Nowadays, the company owns over 1,200 acres of fields with blooming tulips, daffodils, irises, and 15 acres of greenhouses. The Skagit Valley Tulip Festival is a must-visit event in the region because the beauty of these colorful flowers is simply beyond words.